Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Jets. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 8 matchup.
We're under the lights here on Monday night, just moments away from kickoff here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms just prior to kickoff for this primetime extravaganza, and this adds another whole layer of excitement when you have this game under the lights.
I think you said it right. Center stage. Players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also.
The Jets are back deep, ready to return to kickoff. The Bills ready here for the kickoff. This game is underway. Catches it at the 6 and begins the return. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. And a run back of about 19.
What a game by this quarterback last week. They won the game. He made some good decisions. And also, he made a couple terrific throws down the field.
First down at the 25. Outside now on the toss. Gains 17.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Jets decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Out of the pocket. Needs pass is intercepted. On his way. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
I think it's something that's not said enough. You got to be a pretty tough guy at that quarterback position to play in this league. That time he takes the hit, but he still throws that pass, and how about that? Right on target for a touchdown.
He's got a chance to return this one. The Jets' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, partner? They're going to play a little safer this time around in an effort to avoid another giveaway?
Well, Jim, I think, listen, this is not a perfect game. It's a game of adversity. You're going to have turnovers, so keep your confidence up. Still stay aggressive. That's how you play and win in the NFL.
Amaro's the receiver all the way to the right side. The Jets will take the snap from the 35. He's taken down at the 35. Here's our look at the Jets offense. Last week they posted big numbers on the ground, eclipsing the 200-yard mark. That leads us to second down.
Get ready.
He's drilled as he throws. And now we'll take a look at the Bills defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. The Jets have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment.
Well, that looks like an upper body injury, Jim. I think we both can tell that. And now the question is, how bad is it? You just never know.
Running room. And in for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Jets official. The injury appears to be a broken collarbone. He will not be returning to today's game, and the team won't know the extent of the injury until after the x-rays.
And a touchback. Two tight ends on the field here. First down at the 20. And Richardson's the one who made the big stop.
The Bills running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss. Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Williams able to read that play and make the hit. We're early in this one, but already a crucial 3rd and long play coming up.
Oh, these are tough situations. What are you going to do on the offensive side? There's only so much you can do. If I was the defense, I would look for a screen.
Third and a long way to go. Got a flag down here.
Pass interference. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. McCarron's lined up. 2 tight ends set. They're going back up top. And it's swatted away.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
The Bills take it from the 33. The defense gets a sack.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Surveys. Easy catch there. No one near him.
offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. He's wide open for the grab.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Now 1st and 10. How big was that interception early in the game, Phil?
Well, it's big for the defense, and it's bad for the quarterback. Anytime you throw an interception somewhere in the first half of a game, it really can play on the mind of the quarterback.
The Jets offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The Bills defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And the throw is incomplete.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
The Jets come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Makes the reception. He steps out.
There's nothing like a play-action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage, and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
1st down following the long play. Petty's going to take off with it. Two-hand catch in for the score. Petty's first pass touchdown of the season. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
Makes the PAT. Petty's certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. It'll be a touchback. The Bills just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
McCarron's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Secures it with 2 hands. And he is brought down at the 39. That's his first reception today.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
1st and 10. Takes it from the strong eye. Richardson's all over the ball carrier.
Jets defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
The Bills take it from the 38. Gets the handle here. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Well, when it's third and long in a situation like this, I'm going to look at it from the defensive side. You know they're going to be careful, so make sure you come up and just make the tackle so they don't get those yards after the catch or a long run.
Third down now.
Let's go.
They're in punting formation. He's got a chance to return this one. Picks up 8 here. The Jets have impressed today with some of these deep passes. Petty's been dropping back and airing it out.
He's had the time to air that football out, and what we are seeing, the speed of this offense. And speed, what does it do? It can get down the field behind the defense, and they are making big plays.
Amaro's on the right side, split out wide. First down at the 32. And here's the toss. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Jets still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore, the out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
Petty's 3 for 3 with that completion. First and 10. They're going to run it on the toss. That's a gain of 10. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
The Jets take it from the 43. He's tackled right at the 36. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down and 10. Got the completion. Gains 17. That's his first reception today.
So I look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. It makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said, to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
Petty's now completed 4 in a row. He'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. It's Jets are in the end zone. Smith's caught his first touchdown of the season. Just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The defense marching back out there for this next possession, and what's been a stellar first half for them, and thanks in no small part to the man you're looking at right there.
Well, I like what this defense has done so far in the game and what they have shown. You know, on the defensive side, it's always about energy, but they have shown tremendous discipline.
They'll run it here.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Second and 8 coming up. The Jets defense now is going to go nickel. The Bills from the 32. Handoff made. Davis going to make the tackle.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
It's third down coming up.
The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
Scans the field. All set to punt here. And he'll step out. Well, the rushing attack has been working to full effect for this offense today, and we're probably going to see another dose of the ground game right here.
And why stop? When it's working, just keep running the football. You got the defense on its heels. They don't know what to do. You're overpowering them, and it's just fun to watch.
The Jets at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. They're setting up screen. Got the first, and he's got some space. Browns there that time for the tackle. The Jets are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Petty's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
First down at the 45. And a flag is down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
First down at the 36. Here's the quick toss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second and 13. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a third and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
On the way, third down. The Jets with an empty backfield look here. Petty's got it in the gun. It's caught by Justin Hunter.
Good job by the defense. Staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle. And now we have fourth down coming up.
Hauschka set to attempt the field goal. And he puts it through for 3. They continue to put their stamp on the first half, adding a field goal here midway through the second.
Yeah, it's been a really good first half for the football team. They played well in every phase of the game. And the other team, well, what can I say? They just didn't show up.
And a run back of about 16. The Bills have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They're being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense.
Draw play here. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Double tight end formation. Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. That's a gain of 6.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
It's McCarron out of the pistol. 2nd and 4. He'll get it again. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line. The rush totals just haven't been there in the first half, and that's one reason why they are behind right now, partner.
Well, the NFL offense is about deception. And how do you get deception? You keep your offense balanced. So you need to be able to run it so you can use play actions to get the big plays down the field.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the first half.
When you see linebackers shifted around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Makes the catch in open space. Graham's tackled down at the 36.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
Coming to the line at the 36-yard line. Here's the first snap after the big play.
Get ready.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Finds Graham. That's a gain of 6.
The Bills have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
2nd down, 3 for the first. At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd down and 3. The catch is made. Tackle's made. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
Stands in the pocket. Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. The Jets with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and goal from the 6. Richardson gets to the quarterback. The Bills signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The defense pushing the offense back with that sack, and the offense needs 13 yards now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
McCarron's going to take it from the gun. That's dropped by Graham, who couldn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The kick is good.
Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
The Jets are ready to return the kick. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Jets have been firing on all cylinders offensively in the first half, and they find themselves in excellent shape as we near halftime.
Oh, man, they are in good shape. I love what they're doing on the offensive side, and don't change anything. Go in there at halftime, pat those offensive guys in the back and say, keep it going. I think they will.
The Jets lined up in the pistol.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Williams, who almost had the interception. Final 30 seconds of the first half, and it's second down. Second down and 10. Got hit on release.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
The Bills sat at the line. Dime package.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Ball's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like they'll go 3 and out on this series.
Jets don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
They'll down the ball. The Jets have to feel pretty good about themselves. That last time on the field, they were out there a long time, but only gave up 3 in the end.
Yeah, that's the good point. The bad point is they just gave up a lot of easy plays to the opponent's offense. You know, you just can't give away easy passes, and they'll run right up the middle and get yards. So they're going to toughen up.
Jimmy Graham has the catch. The Bills are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Let's go.
First down at the 47. Still not taken down. Brought down at the 38. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try this one from 55. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. The Bills lining up now for this field goal attempt. No good. An empty trip for the offense. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Jets defense trying to crack down yet again on the opposition, leading through 2 quarters and leading the way for this team.
I like the way they played in the first half on the defensive side, so make sure you don't lose that thought process and that confidence that you gained in what you did in the first half, and go out there and attack this offense.
Now as we look at the numbers, Phil, this offense just hasn't had any room to run the football today, and that's a big reason why they're down in this game.
Yeah, listen, I think they've been too patient today, trying to run the football too much. Just get over it. Go ahead, try to win the football game by throwing it down the field.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. Third and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
This is third down.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right.
Catch made. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down. Pryor's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. The give out of the eye. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second and 6 coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He'll get it again.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Jets team official. The good news is this is just a minor issue, but that being said, he's going to stay on the bench for a bit longer before heading back out on the field.
Press coverage all the way. 3rd and 3. They hand it off to him again. And that's a 2-yard gain.
And this fires the football team up. The defense, 3rd and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the 1st down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side. Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Jets offense failed to muster a single 1st down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
2nd and 10 coming up. The Jets all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Jason Morrow makes the catch. Beasley's the one who brings him to the ground.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the 1st down.
Amaro with the reception. That's another reception, giving him 2.
That's a nice play at that time by the offense, getting the 1st down. They're up here in the 2nd half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
This play set up by the long gainer. Looking to go up top again on 1st down.
The Jets did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Petty's completion percentage 70% on the day. It's a 2 tight end formation. The give. Searching for space to the right.
Well, they call you an outside linebacker for a reason. That means you play outside and you stop the wide runs by the offense, and he did it that time. Good job. Makes the tackle.
The Jets in the pistol formation.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
On the money. Another 3rd down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
Nice job by the receiver. Runs the curl route that time. Curled. It is exactly what it says. Go down the field, make a little curl motion. Quarterback throws it in there.
Petty's now completed 4 in a row. And a flag comes out.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. This next play coming from the 47-yard line.
They bring in the extra tight end. Petty's back in shotgun formation. He pulls it down somehow.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Second down, even after the completion. Petty's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Makes the catch in the open field. Third catch today so far.
This is a route that's not run enough in the NFL, the corner route. So many times, receivers just go across the field, they go short. But when you make these double moves like that, you get wide open, and what a throw by the quarterback.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. That's a gain of 6. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day.
The Jets, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Toss to the outside. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
The Jets offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job on the offensive line.
Toss to the outside. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. I wonder what the strategy is, Bill, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's gone on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Bills have seen this game just get away from them as it continues to get worse. They've still got more than a quarter to play.
Well, look, it's been a good learning experience, and you realize how tough this game is. So learn what you're doing here in this last bit of the game and see if you can carry that over into your next contest.
The Jets with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. McCarron's going to take the snap from the shotgun. That's a gain of 6.
Holding. Defense.
Let's go.
First down at the 25. Breaks out of that one. Taken down at the 33. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
Second down here after that run play. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, second down.
Let's go. Red 38.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. McCarron's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Jets will come out in the dime.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
3rd and 2. has the reception all alone. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. That's his first reception today.
Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
McCarron's completion percentage, 60% on the day. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Looking at every option. It's wide open. Gains 19. They come to the line at the 24.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right.
The Jets have the lead right now, and you see the numbers. You can't help but notice that the pass rush has finally awakened.
Yeah, this pass rush is just overpowering the offensive line. That's always good for a defense. They love seeing that, but their energy level is way up there. That's really helping them out a lot, too.
False start, offense.
Set up now at the 26.
Let's go.
Second down and 12. It's Davis with the sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
They'll go ground. That's a gain of 7.
The Bills, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
Back to the ground. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one.
Not everybody's able to run the football in near the goal line for scores anymore in the offense. It's just too hard. But this offense, tough. The offensive line, give them credit. They gave the running back enough room, and he got in there for the score.
He made it. The Jets returners are back deep. They still have that big lead. Scores 31-17. The Jets are ready to return the kick. And he's across the 10, and that's about it. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. The Jets head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work. 2 consecutive weeks, we've seen a running game that's delivered the goods for this offense. This offense so determined to run the football. The coaches show great presence. And listen, the design is awesome, and the running back is really good, too.
He's in the clear. The 20, the 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And that touchdown could have officially put this one out of reach.
Well, if it's not out of reach, it'll take 2 miracles to get back in this game by the defensive side. My gosh, they just gave up that time. They let the offense march down there and just score a touchdown that put this game out of reach.
Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Jets defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to call people. The defense is going to play conservative in situations like this. They have a lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll give up those short throws.
Second down and 7. And methodically, he just throws it away. Now, looking at third down. Quarters formation here for the defense. McCarron's got it in the gun. Graham with the grab.
There are so many players down in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass and just makes it look so easy.
First and 10. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Second and 10. And he just tosses it incomplete. It'll be third down. McCarron's going to take it from the gun. Going for it on fourth down. The Bills come to the line. First down marker is at the 48. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Bills go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game. And also you get in all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
First down at the 48. Toss play. Space to work. And he's brought to the ground.
The Jets offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Coming up to the line at the 4. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. And they get the sack.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. they get to the quarterback quick, and that's a big sack down near the goal line.
Let's go.
Handoff out of the eye.
Wide to the left.
So they failed to convert on third down, but that's been one of the lone failures on third today. The Bills have counted on this defense to keep them in games this year, but so far that unit has been absolutely manhandled.
Yeah, this is a game they are not used to, that is for sure. And what you're doing on the defensive side, you get in that huddle, and you just want somebody to make a play to turn this game around and get your defense off the field.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
Steps up and fields it at the 2. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. And what a performance it's been for that defense. It seems as though they've been one step quicker than their opponents in just about all phases of the game today.
They were all over. What they did, they just went out there and engulfed that offense. There's nothing the offense can do today. The defense was better. In fact, they were absolutely terrific.
Over to Graham. He'll pick up 7 this time.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. It's an empty backfield for McCarron this time. The Bills from the 27. Looking to go down the field here. Intercepted. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
The Jets stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today? 2nd down and 10. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Jim, no surprise there. You got the lead. It's late in the game. You run the football, make that clock keep ticking. And you go over these situations so many times in practice. You got to manage the clock, know how much time you got left. They've done that well, and just keep running.
Loss of 3 on the play.
The Jets know what a situation they were in right there. It was a tough one. 3rd and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Jets have put up a tremendous performance by their defense, and they're only getting stronger here in the fourth quarter, Phil, with the game well in hand.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing. We have seen the tide turn a little bit in this league. Defenses are now getting some revenge on these offenses in all the rules. They have played great here today, and it's been fun to watch.
The Bills snap it at the 31. McCarron's back in shotgun formation. Almost intercepted.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
The Bills come to the line with an empty backfield. McCarron's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. The Bills snap it at the 31. Throws the pass. Connects with Graham. The Bills call a timeout. Their first. final 30 seconds, and it's a first down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. McCarron standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Bills will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. At the line of scrimmage, the 41.
Get ready.
McCarron's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Scanning the field. Makes the reception. Gains 17. Timeouts called. We're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction. One more snap and we can call it a day.
Get ready. Grab 38.
Second and 10. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. Nothing like being a little greedy in this league as the win streak adds another victory to the column.
Oh, you're right there. When you're talking about winning, everybody wants to be greedy, and there's a reason why they're winning. They're hitting more than the other team. They're hitting harder. They want it more. And a lot of times, will has a lot to do with the outcome of NFL games.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.